Shalom, and welcome back to B'nai Noach Academy, Thoughts on Life. Please remember to hit the like button, to subscribe, and most certainly to share this wisdom and inspiration with friends and family. So I want to respond to a very intelligent and deep question that was asked on one of the comments to a previous class that we gave. The questioner asked, and I'm quoting, how to judge wise counsel from unwise or perhaps even foolish counsel, end of quote. This is part of the question. So we gave the class, just to get you up to speed, we gave the class explaining why it's important to be able to stop what you're doing and take counsel. So you ask, how do I know wise counsel? How are you able to differentiate the two? I mean, it's very easy to get counsel. Go to anyone in the street and get counsel, right? Or go to somebody who maybe doesn't know anything about the matter that you're seeking counsel on and get counsel. Well, I think you already heard part of the answer. For me, personally, I don't have to go too far to look for the answer. Now, of course, the first and foremost, one has to pray to the Almighty that He, being that He is the master of the universe, therefore, He is the master of wisdom and understanding and knowledge. And therefore, one has to pray to God that He send them the right counsel, the right wisdom, the right understanding, the right knowledge on whatever it is that they're looking for, whatever topic that may be. However, God wants us to do our part. He wants us to seek out counsel, not just wait for Him to drop down the answer from heaven, so to speak. So we need to go to people and ask them for their advice. So who do we go to? So for me personally, as I started to say, I wouldn't have to go too far because I am teaching you, in fact, under the inspiration of Rabbi Schneerson, the Lubavitcher Rebbe. And Rabbi Schneerson, the Lubavitcher Rebbe of blessed memory, many years ago already, in fact, this was towards the end of the 80s, made it very clear that the correct way to go about things, whether if it's in any dilemma, whether it's a medical issue, a business matter, a family matter, is always to seek out, and I'll give you the Hebrew term for it, Yedidim Mivinim, which in English translates friends who are mavens, who understand the topic. Or when it came to medical issues, to Rofim Yedidim, which means doctors, medical professionals who are friends or somewhat friendly. Now, let me explain this, and you understand why you need both. And perhaps this can be a good perspective for us, how to go about seeking out correct, good, positive counsel. You see, when you turn to a friend for counsel, that friend has your best interest in mind. They have you in their heart. They want to help you. They want to give you good advice. Problem is that perhaps too often, the matter that you're asking them about, they are not really experts at it. They don't really know as much as they would like to in order to be able to help you. But still, because of their love to you, because of their care to you, they feel compelled and sometimes even overwhelmed and feel like they must give you some kind of advice and they must counsel you. Problem is, you accept that counsel because these are people who care about you. Why would they want to steer you wrong? But you don't know that subconsciously, maybe they're saying to you something that they think that you want to hear. It's not a conscious decision, but it's because they love you. Now, let's take the reverse. You go to somebody who's an expert in a certain field, the field that you need counsel in, but that person couldn't really care much about you. That person has no connection with you. You're not even acquaintances. That person has no reason to want to help you. Here comes the problem. Their expertise is indeed expertise, but they are also lacking the care for you. You need to bring both together, both when coupled together. When you have both the expertise and I underscore, the love, the connection, that's when you can get a full-fledged or full-faceted counsel, advice, help, that can really set you on the path that you need. And the same applies to medicine. You come to a doctor, the doctor doesn't know you at all, has nothing to do with you. There's no acquaintance even. There's no relationship whatsoever on any level. So it's a very cold and a very rigid approach. Of course, the doctor, being a decent person, will do their best, but they're not going to go above and beyond. Or like I knew this old woman that used to tell me, will the doctor treat his mother that way? You see, when it's his mother, when it's somebody he cares about, when it's his friend, it's someone he grew up with in school, obviously the care, the attentiveness will be on a whole different level. So that's why just general approach. Of course, there are other variables, there are other issues that can come up, but in general, again, to find somebody that is actually a maven, meaning understands that area, that topic, that issue that you are dealing with, number one, and number two, perhaps even more importantly, that person should be someone that really cares about you, that has a connection with you, and has a personal interest, not just a professional interest, in guiding you, in helping you.